To throw, it's Williams. Exiting the pocket right. Oh, waffle throw there. Back across the field, but it's still a completion. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And it's caught downfield by Odunze. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
It's a gain of 33.
A big-time play for the Bears. 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. They'll run with Swift, and he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
Brings up second and goal at the 10-yard line.
On second down, it's Williams. Rushed to his left. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on third and goal.
What is up?
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Moving left. He'll try and get there on the ground.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force fourth down. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Hold the set. Ready? Let's go.
They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Tyler Gordon there to make the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 8.
Here we go. Pass the 6, 18,
Here's Hawkinson in motion. McCarthy to the air on second down. Forced out wide. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Out to his right. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball. And I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll try the option here. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
Let us up. Perfect.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
He was brought down by Samuel Womack. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. On the run to the right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That's caught left side by Odunze. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Holston Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it. And the Bears take a 10-3 lead.
Bears 10, Vikings 3.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. So after 1, it's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
60 by 6. 18.
The drive starts with a carry by 4. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 1. Again, it's 4. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. That one out wide to 4. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. He's got a receiver. It's Ty Felton. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. That's swung out to Mason. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll run. This is Mason. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's down the field and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he will dive into the end zone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. That touchdown puts it in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears move out in front by the score of 17-3. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return is Roger. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Open this drive on the ground with 4. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. That's Tyreek Stevenson there to make the tackle.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll run once more with 4. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To throw, it's McCarthy. We'll get that out wide to 4. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain there of 11. First down, Minnesota.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes in the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. Now it's going to be third down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with. They'll come up here, first and 10. Now it's stretch play, running right, and he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play.
It's now second and 6.
Here's second and 6. To throw is McCarthy. Now, screen set up for Mason. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
This is high toward the side of the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now Williams. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 47.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll run. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the first down. The Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Cairo Santos on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. On the return is Rodgers. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
It's going to run it here up the middle. And And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Whoa. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Williams to throw on second down. Rolling right. Bit of a wild throw there behind his man, thus it's incomplete. Colston Loveland was the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
They do a really nice job defensively in there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
A tough spot here. Third and long.
Here we go. We got Biggie Frosty. Biggie Frosty.
Throwing is Williams. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Jonathan Allen getting in to record his 9th sack of the year.
In punt formation for the Bears.
That is fielded at the 13. And this winds up a very nice, able to get up past the 40-yard line.
41-yard line.
Ready up.
They'll run with 4. Crazy. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That one good for a dozen. A very quick first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 5.
Here we go, set. 79 moves, count for in. Left wing, 19. 19 Lions, go.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. That pass play good for 22. It'll be a Vikings first down.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Hey, smash Bronco. Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hurt.
In motion, it's Jefferson.
Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Dragon 60.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Ty Felton, the intended receiver that time. It's second down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down. On 3rd and a yard, it's McCarthy. Forced to his right. That's in the end zone and intercepted. It's the veteran safety, Kevin Byers. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
1st and 10.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Jay Ward on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the option, it's Swift. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Bears 1st down.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready to run.
They'll go again with Swift. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Ready to run.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. This one caught at the 4. And he's into the end zone. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown Bears. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. Santos good on the extra point. And the Bears will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return is Rodgers.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Open man, downfield, it's Hawkinson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. That one out wide to 4. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
Vikings first down. A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. 4th quarter begins on the ground. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Now, here comes the screen for 4. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Will Reichert to kick off.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
Hands up!
First down, it's Swift. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. That touchdown number 3 in the game and number 14 for the year. Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return is Rodgers. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
In motion, it's Jefferson. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. To the left side here. Caught by Addison. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. We'll get that out wide to Ford. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
The Vikings, 1st down. A gain of 7.
Here's McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. McCarthy going to look to throw again. He'll let this go. Deep for Jefferson. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So it's a 3-deep zone here, so they call that cover 3 defense. So what they're going to have is they're going to have a center fielder. He's going to be in the middle of the field, and it's his job that on the quarterback's throw, he has to be able to break and play that entire middle third of the defense. So you got to have the right guy back there, not only with the instincts, but then the speed and the ball skills to go make a play on the ball.
Throwing again is McCarthy. Moving outside the pocket. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. To the air once more is McCarthy. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. And it is caught, but he's out of bounds. Would have been the 1st down, but he could not stay in. As a result, they're going to turn this over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
What is up?
They'll go play action here with Williams. A throw downfield caught by Burton. That pass play good for 22. 1st down, Chicago.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
What is up?
He'll try the right side this time, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Theo Jackson on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Vikings' 24-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. It'll bring up 3rd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Will be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one in the